Hello, my name is Terry Phillips, and this presentation is titled Shh, Don't Tell Anyone, Privacy in a Social Media World. This presentation will address 3 questions. 1. What is social media privacy? 2. How are businesses gaining access to their future and current employees' Facebook account and why? And 3. What is the best way to protect your reputation online? In answering these questions, I will discuss how people, in general, have poor knowledge of privacy settings on Facebook, how businesses demanding access to future and current employees' Facebook profiles can bring legal issues, and finally, the reasons you want to keep your private business private. Privacy in social media. In 2004, Facebook went public. 2 years later, Facebook introduced their newsfeed feature. Butler, McCain, and Thomas write that when the newsfeed was first introduced in 2006, users were outraged. They protested relentlessly that the new feature was a violation of privacy and that they didn't want their every move being broadcast. Facebook has privacy settings that each user can adjust to fit to their needs. However, these settings have been changed several times since the Facebook went public. How many people actually know what their privacy settings are set to, or how to change them? Butler et al. In Google found that many Facebook users did not actually know their privacy settings, and some didn't even know how to change them. This lack of knowledge puts people at risk. Not only are they at risk for cyber thieves that are prowling social media sites like Facebook, but this lack of knowledge also puts them at risk in the business world. Since more and more businesses are using Google and social media searches to find background information on prospective employees, any negative behavior that is documented on a social media site with no privacy restrictions can and will show up in these searches. An example of this would be if a person was to smoke, drink, or do drugs, and a friend took a picture of them which would later end up on Facebook. The person is then tagged in the photo. Say that person had just applied for a position at an accounting firm, and the hiring manager is looking on Facebook for any relevant background information, and they see this picture of the person doing drugs or acting against standards of the company. Do you think this person would get the job? That person would more than likely not get the job. Other negative consequences with not knowing your privacy setting or how to change them include identity theft and other reputation and credit damaging events. All the features on Facebook, which include a location tagger, tagging photos, demographic information, and personal history, can be used to identify a name with a social security number, making it easier for thieves to steal identities. No private business is in business. Besides needing to protect your social media accounts from people browsing through the content, a new trend among some universities and employers is to ask for the applicant's username and password. Tabibi states that reports on emerging employment practices show your interview starts before you even arrive. It starts online, with your social media accounts. Facebook has become a tool that helps employers narrow down the applicant list. They use Google and social media searches to find out background information that may not be included in the application. Sullivan states that in Maryland, job seekers applying to the state's Department of Corrections have been asked during interviews to log into their Facebook accounts and let an interviewer watch while the potential employee clicks through wall posts, friends, photos, and anything else that might be found behind privacy walls. However, this practice of shoulder surfing and asking for applicants and employees to surrender their username and password may lead to legal issues. Employers might find demographic information that is protected by law, which includes race, gender, lawful off-duty conduct, and religion, according to Tabibi. The employer must then prove, if a suit is brought against them, that this information had no effect on the decision not to hire them or to terminate them. Since content on the internet and social media sites is not protected by law as private, what is a person to do if asked for their username and password? Renee Jackson responds to this question in an article by Cass, in which she states that if a person is in this situation, they should respectfully deny the request and ask if there is any other way to provide the information. Jackson states that the person should not get mad, but instead tell them, would you be happy to discuss any qualifications pertinent to the job while you are there? From a business standpoint, gaining access to a prospective employee's Facebook account can provide great insight and help select the next employee. Tabibi states that some argue social media is a tool for employers to gain clearer understanding of potential employees, and the conventional wisdom holds that job seekers take care that a Google search for their name isn't showing up negative results. However, if employers are going to use social media to weed out potential employees, they choose a third-party company or software that reports only the information that is pertinent and leaves out any information that might be deemed as illegal. Protect yourself. Keep private things private. One of the most redundant things someone can say is that what they say on Facebook, they want to remain private. Facebook is a social media site, and by definition, it is a means of using information to make connections. Nothing anyone puts on the internet is private. The two major things a person needs to protect themselves from while using social media is cyber thieves and prospective employers. In using a social media site, you are opening your life up to everyone. Cyber thieves utilize open Facebook pages and people that accept friend requests of people they don't know. These cyber thieves then take your demographic information, which includes your name, age, birthday, and current location, and match it to social security numbers. Colleen Ferreira reported on WSBT that cyber thieves have been using tagged photos and videos of children and the information that parents share on Facebook to steal children's identity. Other consequences include not getting a job or opening up access to stalkers. Some tips on how to keep your profile safe by knowing your privacy settings is to be careful about what you put out there. Never give out your username and password, which is also against Facebook terms of services. Check the demographics listed on your profile, and if they are not necessary, remove them. Do not tag locations or use check-in apps to tell your location. This will help hinder stalking. Also, have an up-to-date antivirus. Social media. What have we learned? Social media is not private. One thing our society needs to realize is that the internet is not private. Once we put something out there, it is there forever. There are millions of active users on Facebook every month. If there is something you wouldn't want your parents, prospective employers, or other people in your life to know, do not put it on Facebook or the internet in general. The privacy laws have not caught up with the internet, meaning that businesses may continue this practice of wanting or even requiring applicants and employees to surrender their Facebook username and password. With this in mind, remember to censor yourself. Making smart decisions about what you choose to put out in cyberspace will only elevate your reputation and eliminate any chance of negative results on Google search. Businesses want into your social world, whether it's to target market to you or to find out if you are a good fit for their company. They want to know the dirty details that lie behind your privacy wall. We are hyper-connected now through social media, the internet, and email. Facebook and the internet is becoming an invaluable source to businesses, and I predict they will continue to use them until it becomes illegal. Knowing your privacy settings, adjusting your privacy settings to better suit your needs, puts you more in control of your profile and who sees it. Whenever opening an account that requires a profile, only add the least you can. This will ensure that unwanted viewers are not using your information against you or to steal your identity. By censoring what you say and put out there, you are only protecting yourself. Watching your mannerisms, language, and information you put on the internet and Facebook will ensure that you know what is out there. Think about the consequences before you type what's on your mind. In this presentation, information was gathered using these following sources. Privacy Setting Awareness on Facebook and Its Effect on User-Posted Content by Butler, McCain, and Thomas. Newsroom and Terms of Services on Facebook's website. Stealing an Innocent Identity, Is Your Child a Victim? By Colleen Ferreira on WSBT.com. Reviewing Person's Value of Privacy of Online Social Networking by Hugel. Social Media, Passwords and the Hiring Process, Privacy and Other Legal Rights by Cast. Government Agencies, Colleges Demand Applicants' Facebook Passwords by Sullivan. And Social Media and the Hiring Process, Legal and Non-Legal Considerations for Employer and Employee by Tabibi. Thank you for listening.